Life is about movement and vitality. Don't let vein disease slow you down. Our cutting-edge procedures are minimally invasive with little to no downtime. Rediscover healthy, beautiful legs that keep up with your life. Regain your confidence and freedom to enjoy every moment. Choose Vein Clinics of Hawaii. Your journey to healthier veins start here. Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. With hundreds of people still missing after a deadly wildfire tore through Lahaina, the search for victims has entered a grim new phase. So far, the remains of 115 people have been recovered. They are likely the last recognizable remains to be found. That's according to a spokesperson for the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency's Joint Information Center, who said recovery efforts will move to locating and identifying victims from fragments and ash. As the search of Lahaina's nearly 2,200-acre disaster zone wraps up, officials are working on ways to identify bodies that were exposed high temperatures for an extended period of time. Due to the nature of the fire, the search could come down to randomly sampling the rubble for DNA. The federal government's response to the Lahaina wildfire is the target of a congressional investigation. House Republicans are launching the probe as they criticize President Joe Biden's handling of the blaze that killed at least 115 and incinerated the historic Maui town. In a statement, House Oversight and Accountability Committee Chairman James Comer said the response by federal, state, and local officials raises serious questions. Republicans have slammed Biden over his reaction to the fire, which included telling reporters no comment when asked about the deaths earlier this month. The White House later said Biden didn't hear the question. The president quickly approved a federal disaster declaration for Maui hours after the fire and has deployed hundreds of federal workers to the area. He later toured the devastation in Lahaina alongside Governor Josh Green and other officials. A former state representative from South Maui has pleaded no contest to a criminal campaign spending charge. In February, Mark Kaniela Ng was charged for failing to file a mandatory campaign spending update on time. During his 2018 run for Congress, Ng had racked up $22,000 in penalties, fines, and restitution for 23 inaccurate reports filed between 2011 and 2016. Ng allegedly used campaign funds for personal expenses, like paying for his domestic partner's credit card and covering more than $2,000 in rent for homes on Oahu and Maui. He pleaded no contest to the charges on Monday and was given a one-year deferral. During that time, Ng can't commit another crime or leave Oahu without the court's permission. Ng has been highly visible in recent weeks, speaking about the Maui wildfires on national news. A 30-year-old man has been arrested on the Big Island for allegedly kidnapping and assaulting his father. Mark Nakoa Akina was charged with second-degree assault and related offenses following an incident that reportedly occurred at a residence on Paneola Street in Eden Rock. During the evening hours of Wednesday and Thursday, Akina allegedly held his father captive and assaulted him with a knife and stick. The 57-year-old victim said Akina also punched, kicked, and threatened to kill him before he was able to escape and flee to a family member's nearby home. Meanwhile, a 31-year-old man has died after an apparent stabbing in Maili. An initial police investigation determined that the victim and a 47-year-old male were arguing Monday afternoon when the altercation turned violent. EMS was called and the victim was taken to Waianae Coast Comprehensive Center, where he was pronounced dead. The suspect remained at the scene and was arrested for murder. Hurricane Adalia strengthened to a Category 2 storm this morning as it barreled toward Florida's Gulf Coast. Forecasters at the National Hurricane Center in Miami expect Adalia to become a major hurricane Tuesday night before it makes landfall. The storm will likely remain a hurricane as it moves along its predicted path across southern Georgia on Wednesday. Authorities warned residents of vulnerable areas along the Gulf Coast to pack up and leave to escape the twin threats of high winds and devastating flooding. Evacuation notices have been issued in 22 counties with mandatory orders to leave in 8 of those counties. Adalia will be the first storm to hit Florida this hurricane season. It arrives after Hurricane Ian left nearly 150 people dead and damaged 52,000 structures last year. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Call us at 808-585-2955 or visit our website at veinclinicsofhawaii.com to schedule your consultation.